Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to you all on this fabulous Wednesday morning. Time is just ticking. It is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. It is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on behalf of Purpose Journey Counseling, I want to welcome for all of those of you who are catching us live at 7 a.m. or if you catch this later in the day, later in the week, later in the month, or even later in the year, we want to say welcome to you and we want to thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dr. Natatu North, and I am the owner and one of the therapists at Purpose Journey Counseling, which is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. For those of you, maybe your first time tuning in, you're like, okay, what is Purpose Journey Counseling? Is it what it sounds like? Yes, we are a mental health private practice. We are located in the Cincinnati area. We offer individual, family, and couples counseling, and we provide services for children, adolescents, and adults. So we work with children starting at about the age of 5, all the way no really cap age for adults. But we work with pretty much everybody, providing a variety of services. And we do believe that it is okay to have Jesus and a therapist too. So we want to welcome you again this morning. We are live. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and the YouTube link is posted on Instagram. So we ask that you take just a few moments. Please like the broadcast, like our pages. Please follow us on your preferred social media platform. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please share. And let's also interact and engage in the comments section. If it's your first time tuning in, I'll talk to you about how to do that here in just a second. We won't be on here long this morning. This is kind of like a boost of encouragement, boost of inspiration. We do something very special on Wednesdays to make sure, just to kind of check in and see how we're doing. So before we go any further, I always give this information every time we're together. I want to provide the information for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This would be a number that you would use if you are or someone else is experiencing some type of mental health emergency. So something in that line of emergencies, you would contact this number. The number is 988. And again, that's 988. The number is 24/7. You can call the number or you can text the number. There is somebody always readily available to speak with you. So please make sure you have this information available. Sometimes we're looking for resources. Sometimes we just don't know what's available. This is a very, very vital resource. So please make sure you have this information stored in your phone so that you can give it to people, so that you can use it when, if ever, it is needed. So thank you so much for taking just an opportunity, just a little bit of a moment just to do that. So Wednesdays, what are so special, or what is so special about Wednesday? Well, on Wednesday, we do our Wednesday check-ins. For those of you who tune in on a weekly basis, you know why. For those of you maybe the first time tuning in, we're just checking in. Oftentimes we go through the motions. Oftentimes there's a lot going on, whether it's in your personal life or it's just in the world. You see things, you read things, and sometimes we don't take an opportunity to just kind of process and say, okay, how am I doing? Pretty simple concept in essence. However, it can be a challenge, and sometimes we don't give ourselves the space to do so. And then we don't understand why we're responding to things the way we are. Oftentimes it's because we're not even exactly sure how we are. So essentially, that's why we come together on Wednesdays, just to take a little bit of time to check in with ourselves. So the part about interacting and engaging in the comment section, if you so choose, you can definitely do your check-in in the comment section. You're not required. I'm going to show you how to do it in a second. Sometimes people there's a color heart that coincides with how you're feeling. Sometimes people just put the heart and maybe praying hands or just a heart. It's totally up to you. You can check in with us on the platform or not, but we definitely want you to at least check in with yourself. So how do we do a check-in? A blue heart means I'm doing great. A purple heart means I'm in need of a little push today. A yellow heart is I'm just okay. A red heart is I'm struggling. And a green heart means I'm in crisis. So again, you can put that color heart in the comment section, or at least again, check in with yourself to acknowledge where you are. I think I like to try to do my check-in with you all. I really think I'm just okay. Probably yellow heart right now. Not bad. It's not really struggling per se. I think just okay so far this morning. I'm okay. I'll just say I'm just okay right now. Just where you start doesn't mean it's where you finish. You can fluctuate through a lot of these throughout the day. My prayer, I hope, is to get to blue, but I think right now I'm a yellow heart. So where are you at? How would you describe where you are at this current point in time? So along with the check-in, we have a series of questions to kind of process where we're at. And that first question is, how are you? Loaded question that is not I'm fine, everything's fine. Sometimes we are fine, sometimes we're not. And it's okay to say, like I say, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm a red heart right now because I am because I didn't get enough sleep last night, or I woke up with a migraine. That has been the theme of some of my mornings lately. So let's just be honest and really answer the question of how are you? So like I said, I'm a yellow heart, just okay right now. In the moment, I think I'm just I've got a lot to do. So right now, overwhelmed might be a good word to describe how I am in this moment. Not like in a debilitating way, but just like I've had this to-do list since Monday, just things I need to get done this week. I've been getting them done, but there's still more to get done in addition to work. Some stuff is work related. Some stuff's not even work related. So I'm a bit overwhelmed, but how are you doing? How are you feeling? As you're checking in, as you're thinking about your color heart, how are you honestly with yourself? Like I said, you can put it in the comment section or not, but you at least need to be honest with you about how you're really doing. Next question is, what are you planning to accomplish today? What do you got to do today? I'm going to work. I'm going to go to the gym. Well, I have to get my kids dropped off at their respective places first. I'm going to work. Then I'm going to go to the gym. And then I have to pick up one of my daughters. I'm going to pick her up. Then I'm going to go back to work. And in the midst of that, I'm going to get everything that I have to get done. Boom. That's what I'm planning to accomplish today. And I'm also planning to get from the yellow to the blue. That's just something that I would like. I would like to have a blue heart today. So that's what I'm planning to accomplish today. Over time, I think this is just still early. We're still moving around. But I think by the end of the day, I'm going to be at that blue heart. I'm speaking that right now. That's where I will be. What are you planning to accomplish today? I always say everybody doesn't always work a typical work week. Today may be your off day. Well, what are you planning to get done today? Maybe it's rest and relaxation, staring at the wall and doing nothing. I love saying that because it's very, very healthy, actually, to have moments where we don't have anything to do. I was telling someone yesterday, it's okay to do nothing. It is okay. Yes, we have to have priorities. Yes, we need to be responsible for the responsibilities and things that we have to do. However, it is okay to have time where you don't do anything and you're not just aimlessly wandering around because you feel like you have to be moving around. That is actually okay. So what are you planning to accomplish today? Next question is, what is your motivation? What is your inspiration for the day? What makes you want to do what you got to do or what you want to do? Because there could be a combination between what we want to and what we have to. My motivation, I feel like it's always centered around accomplishment and just being able to say that things have been completed. And I also would add that overwhelming feeling that I get when I have a lot to do. I won't have that when things are done. And a lot of the things, I'll say some of the things I have to do with other people, something that's for them, something that will aid or assist them. So that also helps. I'm a helper, not just because I'm a therapist. I'm just a helper by nature. So when I'm completing these tasks, that especially those that impact other people specifically, that motivates me as well, knowing that people have things done that they need. So what is your motivation today? What is pushing you to do what you need to do? Even if you might feel like a red heart or even a green heart right now, what's going to be your motivation to try to help get things back on track? Next question is, how will you handle the stressors that may come your way today? Because stress is natural, stress is normal. A lot of times it's unavoidable. And stress in itself is not bad. It's just when we have an overwhelming, I should say, amount of stress, and that's when it becomes more detrimental. We have to be very, very cautious and careful of how we navigate things and how we allow things to impact us as well. So that's why we need to have a plan. Not every stress is coming. Some stress, okay, you got that meeting at 1:00 and you already know that. That might be a little bit stressful, but sometimes stress comes and we couldn't plan for it because we didn't see it coming and we couldn't have planned for it at all. So we just have to have strategies, healthy strategies in place. So for me today, I think in those quiet moments, like actually taking advantage of the quiet moments. If I got 10 minutes to just sit, that's definitely what I'm going to do. And just not feel like I have to always be busy. Yes, I have a lot to do. And yes, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done, but I don't have to just go like the Energizer Bunny. I can actually just sit there for a second and recharge and refuel. And if I do that, I'm probably going to be more productive anyway, because I'm not just on to the next. Okay, this task. Okay, now what's next? What's next? It's like, okay, wait a minute. You done 4 things. Sit here for 5 minutes and then go on to the next thing. That's how I plan to handle stress today. How do you plan on healthily managing? The key word is healthy management of stress today. Things that may happen. And last and the most important question is, how can we pray for you? We always say we are always praying. Men ought to always pray, is what the word does say. But on Wednesdays, we do set that time aside to pray for everyone. Specifically, if you have a prayer request or you just want us to pray for you, maybe you don't want to tell us what it is, you do not have to tell us what it is. A lot of times people will just put the color heart that coincides with their check-in and praying hands, as I was saying earlier, and that's it. You don't have to tell us your business. We don't need to know your business. God knows. So we do not have to know. But how can we pray for you today? What are some of those things that maybe you're struggling with, or maybe something that you're just like, it would be nice to have somebody kind of intercede on my behalf with this, or I'm a grieving heart right now. I feel like I'm in crisis. I feel like I'm about to snap. Please, let's just pray. Please, please, please. Know that we are praying for you. Absolutely. Yes. Please know that. But you may definitely put those praying hands. We just pray for you by name. We're praying on Wednesdays, but we'll pray for you by name if you put those praying hands in the check-in or in the comment section of whatever platform you're using. Also, when you check in, period, we're praying for you by name because you checked in with us. So we know that you're watching. So that is our check-in for this morning. We do thank you so much for taking the time to do that. And you will thank you. Most importantly, you will thank you for taking the time to do that. It is essential that we know where we are and we're honest with ourselves. If no one else, we need to be honest with us. So it's important for us to know where we stand. So we have been, before we go, we have been saying we're having this podcast. We've been talking about mark your calendars. Well, for July 13th is on Sunday. And on Sunday, we are pleased, very pleased. I'm going to take this down for just a second so you can see, to present our monthly podcast, hashtag from a Christian, hashtag from a therapist with Dr. Natatu, episode 25, Uncomfortable Conversations. I'm sorry, it just made me laugh. But it will be featuring myself as the host and our co-host, Ms. Kia Cannon. We will be on Sunday evening live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of our platforms. This is going to be a good one. And it is exactly what you think it is, uncomfortable conversations. So we'll be having some uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes those things that people don't want to talk about, people could be nervous about talking about, or there's often different viewpoints on things. And, we will be having some conversations. Won't really be necessarily, I don't know, say debates, but just some conversations to try to address some of those things that just because things are uncomfortable doesn't necessarily mean we shouldn't be talking about them. On that note, we're going to hold the rest of that statement for Sunday. So please, please, please mark your calendars. 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. on Sunday, July 13th at 7 p.m. We pushed it back a week since for last weekend, a lot of people were traveling during the holiday and things like that. So put it back up there. Uncomfortable Conversation. Share it is absolutely appropriate for all ages. We are a Christian podcast, so let's be clear. We're very much a Christian podcast, so it is appropriate for all ages. But please plan to tune in on Sunday evening for episode 25, Uncomfortable Conversations. So, well, God bless you all on this morning. Our tag for Purpose Journey Counseling, every time we are together, I want to encourage you to be loving, be kind, be compassionate, and be intentional towards others as well as towards yourselves. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Please continue to do your check-ins all day. Like I said, if you catch this tomorrow, check it anyway. It's good to know where you stand. And Lord willing, we will see you Sunday for our podcast live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful Wednesday, and blessings and love to each and every one of you.